Hey, thanks for stopping by my channel today. Today's video is going to be about this guy right here, the Long Island Railroad RS-1. Believe it or not, the Long Island Railroad actually has a very famous history, and man, it's been a very popular and a very important contributor to railroading in this country. They were formed in 1834, and they are actually the oldest operating railroad in the country. Yes, the oldest operating railroad in the country, still running under its original name and charter. So, man, that makes them pretty important in my eyes. I started following the Long Island Railroad about a year ago, started looking at some stuff and some models. And these two were the first I picked up. I picked up this locomotive, and when I first bought it, I had a couple small problems and wasn't quite sure how it was going to end. So I picked up a second locomotive, and I was able to luckily get this one taken care of and fixed, and it's run fine ever since. And now I have two of them, which is fine, because the RS-1 was actually a dual-purpose locomotive in real life. It ran primarily freight, but occasionally it did run passenger as well. So I'm actually doing both. So today we're going to run the RS-1 in freight as well as passenger. In the passenger consist, I'm going to show you two different versions, a little bit different. The Long Island Railroad never had dome cars because they wouldn't fit in the tunnels. The MTH four-car set that came out did come with a dome, so you know, sometimes I run it with a dome, sometimes I don't. Prototypically, if you want to be correct, Long Island Railroad did not have dome cars. But it's your railroad, so you can do as you wish. I'm going to show a little footage with the dome and without the dome. And either way, it makes for a nice train. So sit back and enjoy, and watch the RS-1 Long Island, one of the most famous railroads in the country, as we go around the layout.
Excuse me, sir. Drop something.
Excuse me, do you know what time it is?
10:35. Excuse me, ma'am.
Now spot for Montauk on track number 2, train 6.
Hurry up now. Let me grab that for you. Tickets out, folks. All aboard! Careful on the steps now.
Hurry up, we're gonna miss our train.
Ready when you are.
I did want to note a couple cool things about the freight train. Of course, the black boxcar with the yellow doors is the 150th anniversary of the Grucci brothers. For those of you who don't know, the Grucci brothers are actually the first family of fireworks. Anybody that has seen any kind of fireworks display anywhere has somehow, I guarantee you, seen Grucci fireworks. They're the best in the country. They really are. The car after that, everybody's heard of Bonomo Turkish Taffy. This car was offered in several different flavors. They did vanilla. I believe they did strawberry, but I'm a big chocolate fan, so I had to get chocolate. Then we have a tank car afterwards, and then I have the voltometer car that shows how many volts are actually going to the track. Then this is another very, very special boxcar. This is put out by a group in Long Island. The name of the boxcar is called Steam Up LIRR number 39, which represents Long Island Railroad 39. If you don't know, the Long Island Railroad engine number 39 was a very famous G5. This is part of a fundraiser to rebuild and restore the G5. They're a little bit behind schedule in funding, so if you're able to, I would highly recommend even a couple dollars or support any of their projects to try and get one of the most famous steam locomotives of a very famous railroad, Long Island Railroad. I would love to see a Long Island Railroad G5 back in action. Then we have the lumber car, and afterwards, this is the Long Island Railroad ore car. I am not sure if they actually have ore cars. I do believe they have a few. This was given to me as a gift, and I added it to the concerts. It's a really great addition. I really like this car a lot. And of course, rounding up the train is the Long Island porthole caboose. It matches the locomotive, and although I still want to get a couple more different freight cars, for now this will do, but I do want to build a further train. As most of you know, if you've seen my channel, I like really long trains, so I'm definitely in the market to pick up some more Long Island freight. I really love both of these engines, both passenger and freight. Hey, thanks for stopping by today. I really enjoyed your company. I ran the Long Island Railroad in two versions, freight and passenger. I hope you really enjoyed both. Sometimes I run one or the other, sometimes I run both at the same time. I've learned to appreciate the Long Island Railroad more in the last year or so than I ever did. They come with a very famous history and really cool looking operating stuff, and I plan on getting more. So next on my list, I want to get a Long Island Railroad steamer, so I'm kind of keeping my eyes popped open for one of those. But I really enjoyed bringing the video to you. We ran the Long Island Freight, we ran the Long Island Passenger, and I also ran the Norfolk and Western J. Man, I just can't get enough of that engine. I've always been a little bit of a Norfolk and Western fan as well, but I had the distinct honor and pleasure of actually riding behind it for the first time in my life this past July out in Strasburg. And I got treated to a cab visit. Actually got to talk to some of the guys who know some of the guys from the Chesapeake and Ohio 614 crew as well. So we got to exchange a couple extra stories. And actually got to sit in the engineer chair and blow the whistle. So that day was a very special day for me. It was a treat with a friend of mine and myself, and we really had a great time. But I hope you enjoyed today's video on the Long Island Railroad. I know everybody's schedule is busy. I don't know how the weather's been in your part of the country, but we kind of got shellacked a little bit yesterday with about 8 inches of snow here in New Jersey, so hopefully you're all safe. So thanks for watching. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Hit the bell button so you don't miss anything in the future. If you liked what you saw today, please give me a thumbs up. I welcome each and every comment. If you want to email me, if you want to leave a comment, if you have questions, suggestions, I give the same speech all the time. If you've got the time to watch me, I've got the time to answer you. So please feel free. I like hearing from everybody. So if you want to leave a comment, please feel free. If you have any questions, I'll do the best I can do to answer them. But thank you for taking time out of your day. I know things could be hectic and people are very busy. I do appreciate each and every one of you for taking time out of your day to take a break and maybe put your feet up and watch a cool train video. So thank you all for watching. Take care and be safe.